Okay, I'm going to be in the minority for this one, but I actually have a problem with Nike releasing all of these amazing, iconic Air Jordans in 2025. Now, before you go to the comments and call me a grumpy old man, I am a firm believer in everyone participating in sneakers. Sneakers are here for people to enjoy. Everyone should be able to get the shoes, whether you're 12 or 20 or 40 or 50. Sneakers are meant to be worn and enjoyed, and there should not be barriers preventing people from getting them. For example, these are two sneakers that I love equally, and because people like this one way more than this, shouldn't mean they should be that much harder to get. Because at the end of the day, they're probably both worth between $10 or $15 of leather, plastic, and glue. And I think on one hand, if you started your sneaker collection journey right now and you had a pretty decent budget to be able to buy everything for the rest of this year and all the way into next year, you'll have a lot of these iconic OG models that people have spent years and years curating. And why is that a bad thing? I mean, it really isn't. You should be able to buy anything that you want, enjoy it in that moment, and not have to jump through hoops and hurdles in order to get sneakers that you want. I feel like I've been doing that every single year, whether it's the brand doing it to the customers, or we're just making it hard amongst ourselves with resale prices and limited quantities and this like fabricated hype and demand that really just builds and exists on social media. Makes shoes just really hard to get. My problem is a bit more directed towards the brand because over all of these years, and I'm sure many of you guys remember this, we have asked, whether it's on Twitter, social media, people have really pleaded, not just towards Nike and Air Jordan, but just brands in general for certain things to release again, and they just haven't. To now be at a point in tail end of 24 into 2025 where the floodgates are just opening. It's almost as if they have ignored us for so many years to then say, uh-oh, we're in a problem now. We're losing market share. Let's give these guys absolutely everything they've ever wanted. I kind of have a problem with that because we've been trying to communicate for so long, but there have been so many different roadblocks in order to get the things that we want. The second thing might be something that is probably a bit more relatable to people that were collecting a long time ago, but it's probably still is relevant for new collectors as well. This isn't even all of them, but all of these will be releasing probably in the next 365 days from now. Yes, the sneakers themselves are extremely cool, but the thing that is, I think, important to me and a lot of the people is the story behind how you got the shoes. I feel like lately, and by lately I mean, I guess it would have been almost 5 to 10 years now, we've really started losing that piece, which I would call the art side of collecting. I can tell you a story behind every single one of these shoes. This year, the Great Five, I picked up from a guy that was moving out of the country and he had like 10 pairs lined up in his basement, and I bought these for $100. We got in a really great conversation together, and he follows me to this day and we still talk. And the Black Cements in 2018, I entered a raffle. I entered many raffles. I ended up hitting on a raffle, going in person, in store. There were like 2 fights that happened in the store that day. I got these, made it out, got home, got these on foot. Jordan 1 breads from 2016. I entered a raffle. My amazing dad actually came out and picked these up on my behalf. I had to send my license because I was on the way to Chicago that day. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to pick these up. My raffle win is going to be gone. And he came in clutch. I actually don't remember anything about these. Bought these off a guy on Kijiji. Met him in the subway station. These came from a very angry ex-girlfriend selling a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know the story. In 2015, I scooped these up from a guy that was just leaving the sneaker game. I have a few others on the floor, but I think you guys get the point. Sneaker collecting has sort of been lost in the sense that there was a story about getting the shoe that I always remember. Now, that whole element is gone. And I think, yes, things are changing where you can just buy things online, they get shipped to your door. I mean, there's not really much of a story to tell there, right? But at the very least, you would spend some time curating and maybe trading and hunting for that shoe, because all of these shoes I just showed you were released over the last probably 10 years. Now to have all of them released in the matter of 12 months seems as though we're completely kind of missing the collecting aspect. And this is just my opinion. I've seen and we've seen the whole sneaker game change so much. And I'm not saying the changes are necessarily bad, but there are things that I miss about sneaker collecting that we just have strayed from as of this point. But like I said, this is just my opinion. It's all subjective. There are so many great things happening next year. You will be able to get, hopefully, all of these shoes, have an amazing collection, wear them, enjoy them, because life is short. Yes, I think that aspect is so cool. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. If you have one, let me know what you think. Maybe I'm being a grumpy old man. Either way, if you're new here, I have tons of videos, hundreds of videos on the channel. I'm making new videos every week. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.